And we say the best response of all, and I speak tonight not just to you here in Masjid Al-Falah in Subang Jaya in Kuala Lumpur, but to all my students wherever these words may reach you. The best response of all to this fasad fid deen of sectarianism is not to belong to any sect. I have found the word Sunni have very strange meanings in different parts of the world. When I went to South Africa, I learned that Sunni meant something I never knew before. I have found Sufi movements which are beating the drums of sectarian warfare. So I say to you, do and speak the way my teacher did. Stay away from them all and identify yourself as a Muslim. Good. Well then, from there, how do we proceed? Our response is, we'll have to stop in a minute for the azan. If we are to prepare ourselves to give an answer in the grave when we are questioned, then this is a very nice defense to give. Then we say the first place to start in bringing about unity, وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا, unity of the ummah, is the house of Allah. The house of Allah. And how can we unite the people in the house of Allah? Answer: only the Quran and Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam can unite the Muslims. Only the Quran and the Sunnah. And by Sunnah we refer to the universally recognized Sunnah. When we say that the Quran and the Sunnah must unite the Muslims, again we qualify these remarks by giving to the Quran the status of highest authority, and everything else is subsidiary to the Quran. Bismillahi awwaluhu wa akhiruh. We are dealing with how to respond to sectarianism, how to unite the ummah. And we said the first place to start is in the house of Allah. And only the Quran and Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam can unite the Muslims. Well, there is an implication now, and I hope you will not be annoyed with me. If we declare that only the Quran and the Sunnah can unite the Muslims, the implication is that in the house of Allah, only that should be permitted which is based on the Quran and the universally recognized Sunnah. If you have a religious practice which you have followed for years and years and years and years, and which is beneficial, it's not like drinking Johnny Walker whiskey. No, it's beneficial. But it is not based on the Quran and Sunnah. For example, did the companions of the Prophet ﷺ celebrate his birthday? The honest answer, And there are many dishonest answers around. He said, no, they did not. No, they did not. So while it is a joyous occasion, Miladun Nabi, Mawlidin Nabi, and all over the world of Islam it's a joyous occasion, Mawlidin Nabi. The fact is that it is not the Sunnah. And hence, in the house of Allah, it has no place. We now have people standing up and reciting salams on the Prophet sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam. Is this a Sunnah? The honest answer is no, it is not. And while it is something enjoyable, the Sufis do it, and you feel reverence and respect for the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, the fact is, it is not the Sunnah. So do not bring it in the house of Allah. When we perform salat and we make the salams, if you were there and Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam was leading the salat, then after the salam there would be perfect silence in the masjid. And sometimes I get so angry, I might get a stroke one day. That at the time when I want to make istighfar, I don't know whether Allah has accepted my salat or whether He's thrown it back in my face. I want to make istighfar. I want to make tazkirat. I want to make zikr. And you are doing something out there, and you're using the microphone. But I want to involve myself in private, personal ibadah. And you want it to be collective. Is this the Sunnah? No, it's not. No, it's not. It is a Sunnah to do it privately, individually, not collectively. And my anger is so great sometimes, I fear for my health. So I have given you some examples. This is where you start. Will you succeed? Can you do it? Do you think you can take an existing masjid today and remove from the masjid whatever is not in conformity with the Quran and Sunnah? I wish you well. I don't think you'll succeed. No, I don't think you'll succeed. Well then, what should we do? Answer: if you cannot restore the Quran and the Sunnah to the house of Allah, then go and build another house of Allah. And bring to that house of Allah all those who agree with you that the house of Allah is the place to start if we are to unite the Sufi and the Salafi, the Shia and the Sunni. For only the Quran and the Sunnah can unite the believers. Yes.